The Wall Street Journal just released a report that reveals social media makes body image issues worse for 1 in every 3 girls. Helping us to celebrate body positivity and appreciate plus-size women everywhere is our good friend and professional photographer, Lindsay Ray, better known as the body image activist. Great to have you back.
Thank you so much. You know I love being here.
Yes, and we love talking to you. When you hear numbers like that, of course, and having a daughter of your own, how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm a plus-size woman myself. So as a size 20 to 22 woman, it's been really challenging for me to find fashion for myself. It's only become in the past few years that stores have begun to open up to inclusive sizing. And it gives me hope that what's coming next for my daughter is going to be a very different world than the one that our parents were raised in and the one that we were raised in.
Because I was going to say, social media or not, and when you hear those statistics, 1 in every 3 girls have a body image issue. Well, there were magazines that preceded that. So there's always been pressure to look a certain way. But do you find that that philosophy is changing, that there is more appreciation for all body types?
I definitely believe that there is a huge shift that is happening right now. And I actually want to thank COVID for it, because as terrible and awful as it was, what it allowed people to do is connect with themselves and realize that they are more than their physical being, that they are their thoughts and their connections. And that just began to create dialogue and conversation that opened up, and people were able to talk to each other and connect and see that they weren't alone in the way that they felt about themselves. So I believe there's this huge shift that's coming. I'm seeing it in Macy's, especially Target. And Target is making me very proud right now with their plus size section. And it's time for every store to start to do that.
And what about the conversations that should be had at home? What do you say to parents?
So my biggest advice, and what I tell my daughter, is when we go to a store, there are only 2 sections in the store. There is a kids section and there is a grown-up section. So along with size inclusivity, I also think that gender inclusivity is very important, because my daughter chose to wear for picture day a shirt with a tie. And I had to have the conversation with her in that aspect too. And I hope that I'm raising her that there is no size, that it's just wear what fits. And my biggest motto for my daughter is the way to make mommy proud is to be the most you that you can be.
Be the most you that you can be. I like that. Well, let's go back to fashion, shall we? So you said that Target is doing a really good job of this. What are some of the fashion trends that you're seeing for plus size women?
So one of the beautiful things that I'm noticing is that we're stopping with trends that are just for plus size or just for standard size. Size inclusivity means that we're creating pieces that fit in a broad spectrum. I should be able to wear the same thing as my best friend Sarah, and Target is now expanding their size options for each individual clothing item up to a 2 or 3X, meaning that we get to wear the same fashion trends that our friends are wearing. And one of my favorite things that I'm seeing right now is a movement in plus-size crop tops. I love that we are encouraging women to show their skin in a classy, sexy, and sophisticated way, because your stomach isn't your enemy. It's part of your body that takes you on your journey. And so I encourage women, when they're looking at fashion trends, to take those risks and take those steps. Step away from the black. I know we know it's slimming, but it's not about being slim anymore. It's about being you and about stepping into yourself and taking the risk to wear colors and matching sets and suits too.
Yes, absolutely. Any great places to shop besides Target that you find cater to plus size?
Absolutely. My very, very favorite place to shop, and unfortunately they only have a store in New York City, but their online store is incredible, is Eloquii.com. Eloquii is, in my opinion, the biggest evolution in female fashion. They are creating size inclusive fashion, but they're catering to size 14 to size 28, meaning that while they're creating the same trends, they're understanding the female form, and they're creating different for curves that are built on women.
Oh, interesting.
And so it's amazing. I also love Torrid, which you guys have locally there, which is amazing.
Right.
Macy's is slowly stepping up, but they're doing a great job. But definitely, I'd say on a local level, I recommend the viewers to check out Torrid, to check out Target, and then online, eloquy.com. It will change your life. It's
Perfect.
incredible.
Lindsay Ray, thank you so much. And you look beautiful.
Oh, you do too. I love
Thank
it.
you. All right, we'll be back after this.